G'day guys, and today I'm going to do my tips for round 20 of the season, and I'll get straight into it. Tigers and the Cats. Friday night's going to be a huge clash. But I do think Richmond are going to be quite comfortable winners here. I'd say around 4 or 5 goals. They tend to just break teams apart whenever they get on a bit of a roll. I'll give us a chance. Stewart's a huge out though. But I'd expect Richmond to win once again. I think it's all good knowing how to beat them, but beating them's another thing. Hawks and the Bombers at the MCG. I'm going to tip the Hawks here. It's going to be a really close game, no doubt. I'd say by 2 goals. I think their class can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming for all the opposition, but if it was at Etihad, I'd probably nearly tip the Bombers. So it'll be a tough game, that one. And there's a lot of 50-50s. Having a look at this fixture here. The Brisbane Lions at the Gabba hosting North Melbourne. I'm going to tip Brisbane to sort of respond. It's at their home ground. That's the only reason I'm picking them. Probably 2 goals there, but I can certainly see North Melbourne getting another win on the board. They have to win. Adelaide Oval with Port Adelaide. A lot of 3 Adelaides in there. I'd have to probably see the teams for this one, but I'm going to go with Adelaide on this one. Don't really have much to play for now if they're well and truly out of the finals race, but I wouldn't want to lose 2 in the year to Port, and Port generally don't win the 2 of the showdowns. So I'm just going to go based off pure probability there. Etihad Stadium, we have St Kilda and the Western Bulldogs. It's a really tough game, this one. I'm going to tip the Saints. I think they need a win, so the Dogs. But yeah, it's a flip of the coin, this one. Probably a goal on that one. Going to go the Pies by 2 goals. SCG at facing the Swans. They're in all sorts of trouble. They've lost 4 of the last 5. Pies do have a fair few injuries. But I just don't think they're really the Sydney that we've become accustomed to knowing. I think they've just really struggled with injuries and just getting a little bit tired, a bit defensive, a lot of game and ball played in their back half. Sometimes getting a bit much for them. Carlton have the Giants at Etihad Stadium, and the Blues had a really impressive win, but I'll tell you what, the Giants should win by 7 goals here at least. It was all good and well, winning I suppose last week, but I don't reckon they'll be able to replicate that again. Melbourne at the MCG have the Gold Coast Suns, and it was Melbourne getting a big win over Adelaide last week. Home ground, Melbourne running into finals. They'll get this pretty comfortably, 8 or 9 goals I'd say. And the final game of the round, we have West Coast and Freo hosting at Optus Stadium, which will be an interesting clash. Dockers have been a bit hot and cold, but I reckon West Coast should be fine to get this done. 5-6 goal win I'd say here for the Eagles. You generally know what you're going to get from them. So those are my tips for the week, guys, and feel free to check out my other video to see how you went with your tips over the week, where I'll just go a bit of a press conference of the round. So those are my tips, guys. Feel free to comment away any tips you've got for me, and don't forget to give the video a like as well. Subscribe away, that'd be awesome, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. See you then.